Hi there, Dave Camilleri from Strength of Mind Body Performance Coaching. I want to talk to you today about exercise. Fancy that. More specifically, is exercise good for you or is it bad? Of course, any form of exercise is good for you, isn't it? Isn't that what we're taught? But what if certain exercise or exercise programs are actually breaking you? Now, what do I mean by that? I want to talk about a study that was done in Finland where they took 272 people, everyday normal people, and they took them through a 17-week strength and conditioning program. And every single person got exactly the same program. It was all supervised. It was about 3 days a week for an hour a day. What they found at the end of this study was that they had 3 classifications. And these classifications were put in by the way the people responded to the exercises. What they found is they had 3 categories: super responders, normal responders, and non-responders. So what they found is that 17% of the group were classed as super responders. Now, super responders are these people that you probably see on covers of magazines. They're on the top of their athletic performance in any of their chosen sport. These are the people who sneeze and get a six-pack. They had a basic improvement over that 17 weeks of 60%, massive. To put that number on that, let's take the bench press. If they started with a 100 kilo bench press, at the end of the 17 weeks, they'd have a 160 kilo bench press. Awesome, amazing. Then you had the normal responders. These normal responders improved by about 0.8% per week. Now, that works out to be about a 15 to 16% increase over the 17 weeks. Now, that's not bad, but it's not great. It's not setting the world on fire. To put that into perspective, if you had a 100 kilo bench press, by the end of the 17 weeks, you'd have a 115, 116 kilo bench press. Again, okay, you'd take it, but for all that amount of work and that time, you'd probably expect a greater amount of response. That was 63% of the study, classed as normal responders. But here's the kicker. The remaining 20% were classed as non-responders. What I mean is they actually didn't respond. So at the end of the 17 weeks, they actually decreased performance by about 12%. So what that means is take the 100 kilo bench press that they started with. At the end of the 17 weeks, they were down to about 87, 88 kilo bench press. It's actually lost strength, and they lost cardiovascular fitness. Where the other groups, the super responders, increased by about 60%, like I said, also in the cardiovascular, same as the normal responders, but the non-responders decreased cardiovascular fitness and strength. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a tough program to sell to a customer or a client. I don't think I'd be signing up for that. So, what's the moral of the story? It just goes to show that we all respond differently to exercises. So, when you sign up for these classes and you go into classes, you've got 15, 20 people and it's the program of the day, it's the workout of the day, and you walk out of there or limp out of there because you're sweating and you think that was a fantastic workout. What if that's actually breaking you? What if that's not progressing you at all and actually sending you backwards, making you weaker, making you less fit? This is a possibility. You could be one of those 20%. You could even be in the 63% where you've tried these programs and you see little results, but you're just not getting the results that you truly desire. So this is what we do at Strength of Mind Body Performance Coaching. If you're in that 20% or even that 63% and you want more performance, more muscle gain, more fat loss, to get out of pain, because this is one thing we specialize on here, is getting you out of pain. Because once you're out of pain, then your performance will start to increase. But if your body's experiencing pain, then the brain senses a threat. And if it's sensing a threat, it's got the handbrake on. And what that means, it's not allowing you neurologically to recruit more motor units within the muscle. And if you're not recruiting those motor units, then the muscle itself isn't producing the harder contraction. It's not producing the amount of force that it can produce. So how do you take the handbrake off? By listening to the threat. So neurological exercises we go through to test your specific nervous system. So we will actually program an exercise program regime specifically for your nervous system and how you respond to it, to make sure that every exercise that you do and program is specifically beneficial to you and not sending you backwards. This is what we love to do. We love to work with you one-on-one. Yes, I get going to classes is cheaper, but at the end of the day, and I know finance comes into it, it's a big consideration, but at the end of the day, what's the use of paying for classes if it's breaking you? So is exercise good for you? Yes, but it's got to be the right exercise. So I hope you like this video. It's just a little bit of an insight to say, be very, very careful on the exercise programs and classes that you choose for yourself. But if you want that special touch, if you want that individualized program, then please look us up. Go to www.strengthofmindbody.com. Like this video, find us on Facebook, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much.